Florida. Congressman, it's great to have you back on the show. Thank you.
Thanks, Hallie. My IFB wasn't really clear. Did Jackie Spear identify my race and my gender in the context of my activities as a member of Congress yesterday?
I think you heard her soundbite. I want to give you the chance to respond. Go ahead.
Well, no. Did she say it was that we were a bunch of white men? What does the fact that we are white men have to do with our desire to represent the millions of constituents that we serve? I mean, I was deeply offended by that. Like, when Jackie Spear walks in a room, I don't sit there and say, you know, a white woman came in, or when someone of a different race or ethnicity comes in. This is the type of identity politics from the left that seems to permeate any substantive or procedural argument that they make. And it's sickening to me that that is how we would be thought of. The people we serve are diverse, and it's really kind of sickening.
Let me talk about the substantive piece of it then, because there are two pieces of this, right? And by the way, Congressman, I want to talk to you about Turkey and Syria, so I'm going to ask you to leave me some time for that in this discussion. But I want to start with sort of the process. Why don't we start with that?
What are your thoughts on Turkey and Syria?
We started on this conversation on the idea that Republicans walked into this secure area of the Capitol yesterday, including some Republicans who could have just gone in and participated as members of those committees as the rules allowed. So what was the point of this? Was this really anything more than a stunt?
The point was to highlight the true due process inequities that are damaging the Congress and damaging the institution of the presidency. I don't think Democrats have answered the question yet. Why is Donald Trump getting less due process than President Clinton got or than Richard Nixon got? So that was our objective. I'm on the Judiciary Committee.
But what do you mean by that? Because some of the
Chairman
members of Congress... But we're showing a picture, Congressman. I don't know if you can see our return of some of the members of Congress walking in, your Republican colleagues, who could be in the room anyway. 47 of them are on these committees, able to go in and participate in depositions, and many of them, in fact, have participated in these depositions.
Right. Well, so I'm speaking for myself. I tried to go in last week as a member of the Judiciary Committee, and that's a reasonable thing to do. It was on September 12th that Jerry Nadler, the chairman of the Judiciary Committee, said, I am hereby launching the impeachment inquiry, the impeachment investigation. So I think the bizarre element here is that you would exclude members of the committee that launched the impeachment inquiry from the factual development that Adam Schiff is trying to do in secret, aided by selective leaks and then misrepresentations about the whistleblower, his contact with the whistleblower, and the transcript from President Trump and President Zelensky. So yeah. I think that's why we were trying to get in there. But, like, I only speak for myself. I should be allowed in that room as a member of the Judiciary Committee, as a member of the Armed Services Committee, and they wouldn't let us in. And it begs the question, what are they hiding?
So you're speaking for yourself, so let's talk about that. You are a member of Judiciary, member of Armed Services. As you know, none of those committees are the ones conducting these depositions. It's Intel, it's Foreign Affairs, it's Oversight.
I don't know that.
No, that is the fact. And the rules,
it's not a fact.
Go back and look at the December 12th hearing
of the Judiciary Committee, Hallie. Sure. Go back and look. You cannot misstate that as a fact. How can you tell me it's a fact that my committee is not involved when it was the committee chairman of the Judiciary Committee who launched the investigation?
Your committee has not subpoenaed these individuals to appear for the deposition.
That doesn't mean we're not involved in the impeachment inquiry. No, you're shifting ground now, right? First you say we're not involved, then you say we didn't issue the subpoenas. Those are two different things, and we are involved because our chairman launched the inquiry. That is a fact.
Sure, I want to let you have your say here, but I also want to find out why you think the rules do not apply to you as they're laid out. To you, Congressman Gaetz, why don't they apply to you?
Oh, I do think the rules apply to all of us, but the rules would typically require the Speaker of the House. I shouldn't say the rules. The precedent that was applied to President Clinton and President Nixon would necessitate some articulation of the rules so that we have an understanding of what the due process requirements will be. We see Democrats now sacrificing due process on the altar of their hatred for Donald Trump, and that should concern all Americans.
I'm not asking about President, though. I'm not asking about